lesson, using absolute value to think abstractly when adding a pair of integers. Alright, let's get started. First, let's talk about what absolute value is. A number's absolute value is its distance from zero given as a neutral number, meaning absolute value is neither positive nor negative, it's just a measure of distance. So let's say we have the opposites, negative 10 and 10. We say they both have an absolute value of 10 because they are both 10 away from zero. Another way I like to think about absolute value is I like to say it's a number's strength or pull in its positive or negative direction. Let's use a quantitative example first, or a specific number example. So negative 10 has a strength of 10 pulling in the negative direction, and positive 10 has a strength of 10 pulling in the positive direction, which is why when you add negative 10 plus 10 it equals 0, because their strengths cancel one another out. Now let's think abstractly. That means instead of thinking about specific numbers, let's think about the idea of numbers. Ideas in math are usually represented with letters or referred to as algebra. If we have any two opposites, A and B, we know that their sum will always be 0. Thinking about the idea of all opposites being equal to 0 is a form of abstract thinking. Let's look at another abstract example. Let's say we slide A a little bit to the right so we know that A is further from 0 than B. Or in other words, A has greater absolute value or greater pull in the positive direction than B does in the negative direction. What will the sum of A plus B equal now? Well, since we're thinking abstractly, we can't and we don't want a specific answer. We just want the idea of what the answer will be like. And since A has a greater absolute value and it's in the positive direction, it will overpower the negative number B. And instead of the answer being 0, it'll be more than 0, or it'll be a positive number. And vice versa, if we think abstractly about B being further away from 0 than A, then when we add A plus B, the answer will be negative because B has greater absolute value in the negative direction. So remember, when thinking abstractly, the further a number is from 0, the more strength or absolute value it has to sway the sum of it in its direction. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.